Lesson 5.3, Solving Multi-Step Inequalities. The focused learning targets are: I can solve a multi-step inequality involving more than one operation. I can solve linear inequalities involving the distributive property. So the first set of problems are a couple of word problems. The print shop advertises a special to print 400 flyers for less than the competition. The price includes a $3.50 setup fee. If the competition charges $35.50, what does the print shop charge for each flyer? So the first step here is to convert our written description into an inequality. And what we're going to do is start by defining our variable, defining our unknown. So let us let x be the cost for each flyer. So if we let x be the cost for each flyer, then the print shop is printing 400 flyers. So what we want to do is say 400 times x is the cost that the print shop is charging for each flyer. For the 400 flyers. But we also need to take into account that the price includes a $3.50 setup fee. So since this entire expression is going to be the cost of the print shop's fee, we need the cost for all of the flyers, and we also need to include the $3.50 setup fee. And so this is the total cost for sending a job of printing 400 flyers to the print shop. And it says here that they do it for less than the competition. So this cost that the print shop charges is going to be less than the competition's cost. And it also tells us here that the competition charges $35.50. So here we have our inequality, and we want to solve for x. So we'll start by subtracting 3.5 from both sides of the inequality. That leaves us 400x is less than 32. And then we want to isolate the variable v by dividing both sides by 400. And that leaves us with x is less than 0.08. And so what does that mean with regard to the question? What does the print shop charge for each flyer? Well, if x is the cost for each flyer, and our inequality is x is less than 8 cents, then the print shop charges less than 8 cents. And I'll put a box around that. Our second situation is Rita. She is ordering a movie for $11.95 and a few CDs. She has $50 to spend. Shipping and sales tax will be $10. And if each CD cost $9.99, write and solve an inequality to find the greatest number of CDs she can buy. So here is a word problem, and the first step in our word problems is to define our variable. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's say let x be the number of CDs that Rita buys. And so if that's the case, then now we can put together our inequality, and let's go ahead and list all the things that Rita's going to buy. So first, it's a movie. That's $11.95. And then a few CDs, right? But we don't know how many CDs. However, we have our variable x. So we're going to multiply X by the cost of each CD, which is $9.99. So we're going to add 9.99 times X. This term here is the cost for however many CDs that Rita buys. Alright, so now that we're here, we need to also include the shipping and sales tax of $10. So let's go ahead and add $10. Now this expression is how much Rita is going to spend on all of her purchase. The movies, the CDs, and the shipping and sales tax. So this total cost that Rita is spending must be less than or equal to $50. Because $50 is all that she has. She has $50 to spend. So it must be less than or equal to 50, not less than, because she has up to $50 to spend, $50 included. So we're going to say less than or equal to 50. Now that we have our inequality, we can combine like terms and try and isolate our variable x. We'll get 9.99x plus 21.95 is less than or equal to 50. Then we're going to subtract 21.95 from both sides of the inequality, and we'll be left with 9.99x is less than or equal to 28.05. We're going to divide by the coefficient, which is 9.99, and that leaves us with x is less than or equal to 2.8. And so what is the answer? Well, what's the question? The question is, find the greatest number of CDs that she can buy. And so if you look here, the number of CDs that she buys must be less than or equal to 2.8. However, we cannot buy 0.8 CDs. So either she can buy 2 CDs or she can buy 3 CDs. However, if she buys 3 CDs, this will not fit the inequality. 3 is not less than or equal to 2.8. It's not true. So the answer here is 2 CDs. And I'll put a box around that.